family sometimes, and that's
Very
okay.
tense. Very
Yeah.
tense, very tense.
You know, when your aunt, who you haven't seen in 5
come
years...
around here.
I told you to get away. You're never
I'm
invited to
out.
family dinner again.
I actually, last time I saw my
You
Aunt
should have
Jenny
go back
was...
to these swamps. Me ma doesn't want to see you no more.
Oh my god.
Ever since the shrimp boating accident.
Not the shrimp boat accident of 94.
Oh lord.
I'm just checking the audio, seeing if we're good. So, things sound good. We have confirmation, audio confirmation of the swamp boat incident of 94, which is great. I'm gonna mute that.
We are live.
We are live. Some of us
Hello,
are
everyone.
unalive, some of us are undead, but most of us are mostly alive. All right, let's go ahead and kick some stuff off. Hey folks, it's me, TwoHands. Welcome back to Don't Let the Title Fool You, session 47 of Rodinia. Not 46, but I can't math, so that's fine. Welcome back to Rodinia, where Mothers I Locate in the Feywild is not just a 4-letter acronym, it's a Rodinia staple. And before we begin our grand adventure, Mothers I Locate in the Feywild. Gosh, it's a 4-letter word. Who do I have the pleasure of playing with this fine evening?
Absolutely a wild statement. But hello, everyone. I go by Aludriea Luna. I'll be playing Envizal Erlenor this fine evening. The resourceful, clever, full-witted half-wit token human of the party, and just he's not actually happy or pleased to be here at all. He wants to leave. He wants to go home. He wants to go home so bad.
He's not wrong, And it's me, Borikrios. Actually, it's me, TwoHands, but I'll be playing Borikrios today.
And what's up, guys? It's me, Sharkbait, and I'm playing Echo, the Feyblood Ranger, who definitely wants to be here. Sorry, Amazol. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. It's been a ride. It's been an interesting week in this game, that's for sure.
It has been. It's been it's been a week.
Yeah, and on that, welcome back to Rodinia, people. Where the forest remembers, the past refuses to die, and where one simple detour to Echo's childhood home has turned into a revelation carved in blood, bone, and memory. The Stormcrows began the session in a hollowed-out ruin of Echo's old cabin. Time had gnawed at the wood, but something beneath the floorboards still breathed. When they rolled back, the decaying rug and X carved into the planks revealed itself. Shallow, hurried, secretive, Echo pried the boards up, and a bundle wrapped in linen exhaled dust and history. And inside lay a haversack, with a disarmingly polite and Australian voice, bright and cheerful in a place where nothing else was, in fact. But beneath its folded interior, Echo discovered a hidden pocket, one his hands recognized even if his mind did not. There was a letter sealed in wax, written in a steady hand he had never known to cherish. His name was on the letter. The letter inside was short, warm, and devastating, and it hit him with a force that no spell could match. A father he did not remembered had remembered him once upon a time, but remembers him no more. It was a small, fragile thing, ink on paper, but it pressed into the hollow places the God-Killer had carved out of his past. Echo folded it carefully, held it close, but something still seemed missing. The cabin held more truth than healing. Bori's telepathy pierced deeper into Echo's memories, and what he found was absence. Faces missing, moments dissolved, the outline of a childhood with the center carved away. Only Erudite, this is a very different game. Only Erudite stood unblurred in the void, as if he alone had survived the collapse of Echo's past. The revelation rattled the ranger. Instinct and denial curled around him, but even denial somehow sounded hollow in the cabin that had witnessed his earliest cries. Bori turned his awareness towards Orin next, still unconscious, still bound for his own safety and everyone else's. Inside Orin's mind waged a war, two wills wrestling for a throne that stood empty, and a third presence lurking in the shadows of the soul. When Bori's consciousness snapped back to the waking world, Echo stood where that shadow had been watching. It was not a detail he could ignore. With little choice and a desperation born of grief and intuition, Echo led the Stormcrows into the forest. 3 paths branched from the cabin, 3 fragments of a fractured past, while the third ended the way they needed to go. The other 2 trails were meaningful, but neither answered the call, pulling beneath Echo's skin. The trail ended at a cliff, overlooking a clearing carved into the land like a wound. A ring of ancient stones encircled a lone monolith, its surface worn smooth by time and tears. Echo recognized it. He recognized the ache in his chest, the shape of the grief he had felt here before he knew why he felt it. This was where Neotra Ciota was buried. This was where he had cried as a child without ever remembering why. And without hesitation, the Stormcrows began to dig. 10 feet down, the shovel struck wood. A coffin, fey-crafted and pristine, untouched by rot despite 40 years beneath the earth. Its surface was carved with runes that Anvizal recognized instantly. Time stop, etched flawlessly across the grain by hands that worked as fast as they were skilled. The spell had locked her in her final moment, like in amber. Echo lifted the lid. The shockwave blasted outward, Bori thrown into the dirt, Anvizal nearly losing control of his concentration, and even the ghouls braced themselves with claws dug deep down into the earth. But Echo did not fall. The storm bent around him as if unwilling to touch him, and inside the coffin lay Neotra Ciota, untouched, frozen in the moment she was slain, her wound still dark, her features still serene, and her presence unmistakably powerful even in death. Echo looked for only a heartbeat before turning away and drowning himself in tasks, tightening Orin's bindings, straightening ritual papers, anything to keep from collapsing under the weight of the grief clawing up in his throat. Anvizal began the ritual. His hands shook, but he pressed on, drawing runes in the dirt, burning soulstone, dragging ley lines into spiraling patterns of power that made the air shiver. And the forest responded. Leaves turned toward the circle, fish rose from the water, deer gathered in silent rows, a bear lumbered from the bush, elk stood like carved idols, birds ringed in trees in impossible symmetry. Every creature watched Echo when he moved. Not blinking, not breathing, just watching. Stormcrows shared one collective thought. Cool, cool, not cool. Then a lone field mouse crept into the circle and approached the coffin with unsettling purpose. Bori lifted the tiny creature gently, only for it to rake his palm hard enough to draw blood. And then, like a feathered missile, Master Burb descended. One devastating screech shattered the forest's silent congregation. Deer bolting, elk bowing, bear staggering back. Only the mouse remained, undeterred, marching against a rising wind. Master Burb ate it, violently, swiftly, as if the forest itself had demanded a tithe. Then lightning cracked the sky, and the runes blazed white-hot. The coffin trembled. A pale hand gripped the rim, and Neotra Ciota lifted herself into the world once more. Her presence was breathtaking, radiant, terrible, impossible to look away from. She called Echo's name with a fondness that touched something deep and starving within him. He knelt, not out of worship, but out of recognition, out of a homecoming he had long forgotten he lost. She cupped his face, stroked his hair, praised him with a warmth that felt like both blessing and claim. She called him my Echo. She asked him to tell her everything, and he did. He spoke of Orin and Oberyn, the split soul, the unspoken love, the guilt that gnawed at him. Her touch remained gentle, but there was a steel beneath the softness. When he mentioned Eridark, her fingers tightened in his hair hard enough to sting, a flash of her possible true nature, before the calm returned, like a mask slipping back into place. Then the conversation turned darker, older, heavier. Bori asked of the ancient pact. Neotra answered with the weight of centuries, of Azazel and the wars of angels, of forging of weapons and relics meant to devour worlds, of soul fire taught to mortals, and cycles of destruction guided by the Raven Queen's unseen hand. She spoke of the day the cycle broke, when a scar tore through realm and sky, undoing time and space in an instant, when countless souls vanished and the heavens cracked open, when the god of the Raven Queen served fell silent, when all roads led to ruin. And finally, "I want the spirit continuum gone," she said. The words dropped like stone into a well. Anvazal understood the implication. Bori felt its weight like a chain around his throat. Echo felt the future tilting beneath his feet. She touched Echo's face again, more intimate than before, asking, "What do you want, Echo? How can I take care of you?" Echo swallowed, then voiced the fear that haunted him the most. Can Orin be separated from Oberyn? Her smile was sincere. Yes. But how? The sky cracked. Neotra asked softly, almost lovingly, "Do you know what it means to be family?" The question struck straight into Echo's hollowed memories, into the void left by the God-Killer, into the ache the letter had awoken only hours before. She explained the truth. The 7 remaining seals must be broken. Only then could Orin and Oberyn be undone. Only then could Orin be set free. But a vessel would be needed. Something powerful enough to hold Oberyn's soul, while the body remained his. Echo asked about the traveler, the king, the queen, and Neotra's eyes glowed. Prophecies are not prediction, they are histories trying to happen again. She pressed closer. The king is not a crown. It is a condition, a choice. Become the king, Echo. Take the cup from Orin's hands. Write your own legacy. He should have pulled back. Instead, starved for belonging, he leaned in. When Echo asked again about Eridark, her composure shattered, her body jerking, her face twisting, a guttural screech torn from deep within her as cracks split the sky overhead. Then, with forced calm, the mask slid back into place. She spoke of Camarath, the Crimson Scourge, a being from a dead star, awoken by human folly, used by the Raven Queen to shape the endless cycles of destruction. The pact remained, unfulfilled, hungering. But perhaps, she said, Bori couldn't renegotiate it. Invoke the autumn contingency. Parley on behalf of the goddess he forsook, if he dared. Finally, with Echo resting against her like a supplicant, Neotra stroked his hair and whispered one command, sweet and terrible. Find me a vessel worthy of Oberyn's soul. And her lips brushed his temple. Bring me the body of Eridark Woodlight. And so we resume with session 47 of Mice and Kings.
Ooh.
Yeah. That recap slapped.
Dig. Give it the old slappy wappy. Things good to go. Stream's still going good. We had a little hiccup with the stream last time, but that was turns out there was some type of network streaming issue. Looks like it sorted itself out. All right, well let's bring you guys back. Let's bring you guys back.
We're so bad.
Bring it back, bring it back.
Bring it back. We last left off Everyone was resting a little bit, taking in the benefits of a short rest. Neotra hadn't really moved much from her coffin. Everyone was still in that initial shock of she's alive. And while she admitted that she knew that she'd be getting this soul one way or another, it still felt that there was some unfinished business lingering in the air. Nothing had really been decided on. No contracts had been made, no terms renegotiated. However, both Neotra and the party resume in a precarious predicament where everyone's cards are on the table and everyone's leverage is clearly visible. But who makes the first move? Neotra speaks first. My darlings, I'm parched. I'm parched and I'm hungry. And we need to discuss his condition and our next steps. Perhaps a hero's feast is in order.
Oh,
Perhaps a family dinner. I think I could manage that. We also need some second opinions on young Orin and his affliction. And the word almost dances off of her lips in a shudder that makes a couple leaves fall from a nearby tree. And she stands up and she motions towards a section of the forest that you all did not come down through. I know a place. Shall we go? And she offers her ginger hand to you, Echo.
He'll he'll absolutely like take her hand and stand up and he'll be like, absolutely. Where would you like to go?
And she just motions that way. I'm sure all will be ready for us when we arrive. It's just a short walk. Do we have the means of carrying our dear Oberyn, our dear Orin? Or do I need to enlist the help of some of our woodland friends? And she just kind of looks around expectingly.
just Disney princesses this forest real quick.
So that's what it seems like. Echo carried Orin here, so he'll like leave her side and go and pick up Orin. And he said, I'll take him.
Okay. You can see that a distraught Silver Lily is trying to help you and doing her best to try to pick up one of the hems of his shirt and just lifting up. Master Burb rests on Neotra's shoulder as she walks.
Greater! No.
Master Burb. I didn't know that you were like that. Okay.
Can't resist the Disney wiles.
It's true.
Honestly,
Right.
fair. Valid.
Where did Mr. Burb come from? That's a great question.
He's always been there.
He's always
like
the character in a horror movie who's like in the background of every picture when you look back.
Wow, cursed. I love it. So
He's always been there.
She walks with you through the forest, and Echo, without having to roll, you know this forest well. And even though that you've been gone for a little bit, you don't expect there to be much change. However, roll me an Arcana check, both of you. That'd be great.
I like those.
Yeah, this is your moment.
I like those.
Firm. I have a +1. 13. That's a strong 13.
16. That's a
Oh.
weak 16.
13, 16. So
That's a weak 16.
she gingerly walks between two particular trees, and there is the slightest shimmer as she beckons you all to continue.
I do not like that. Amazal, not knowing much about the Fey Wiles, is going to glance over, look over to Echo, like, we doing this? Is that safe? It feels
Echo
like a
will
trap.
Echo will look back and just like nod.
In that case, before we walk through trees, he's going to give you like a little beckon.
What? He'll hang back and
what he'll do, he'll kind of like, he'll scratch his head, which is like, Bori, give us a like telepathic means of communication. I'm not saying this out loud.
Sure.
Do the phone call, Bori.
Do the phone call, Bori.
Roll me a history check.
Yeah, no, I remember she can just eavesdrop on that. I know. And Evazal's knows, but at least she'll have to feel rude if she does it.
Okay, fair. All right, then no history check. Okay.
No,
Lori says,
I explicitly remember. He's like, okay, sure. So, tapping head, I'm going to leave it as vague as possible, Echo. Please, God, understand what Evazal... He'll glance down. Right? He's going to glance down. He's going to be like, why don't you leave it in here for now? Like, taps his, where you clearly have seen his, like, hidden bag of holding.
Yeah. I hope that you're referring to the deck of cards.
100%.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Let's just put that on another plane of existence real quick so she ideally can't track it.
He'll just maneuver Orin to be like the princess, the Shrek and Princess Fiona carry, and then grab the deck of cards. Yeah, then grab the deck of cards.
He's lumberjacking Orin, alright.
And just pop it in his...
Perfect.
Man, his stumpy hand just bounces off of your back.
Oh no! Little buddy!
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Nice.
And then I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna give you a look. And it's like, how do I explain this look? I'm not gonna say anything. This dead serious look. I point to your dagger. I tap here. I just put my hands up like. Ready?
Echo will just like pat the spot where the dagger is.
Perfect. If needed, let's cut the deck.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Let's keep going.
He leads you into a part of the forest that you don't recognize, Echo. You don't even have to roll for it, but you can if you want to.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sure, I'll roll for it. But yeah, I'm assuming I don't recognize it. Would that be history or survival?
You can roll a history.
History. 4. What is this place?
No, just didn't know this was back here, you know.
Oh, that's crazy. I always, it must be one of those moments where I took 3 different paths and I took the correct one last session. Yeah. So it must be like that.
With your history, it's interesting trick with the light. It looks like it's actually a different time of day here. Maybe it's just Fey tricks. Or Fey features.
Probably.
Or Fey bugs. But here you are in this glade that has a stone circle and a table laid out with 8 chairs.
Oh.
And go ahead.
No, it's just interesting.
So Neotra asks, let's place Orin here at the table. And she motions here to this middle chair.
Is there anything special about this chair?
You can pick any chair you'd like. I just thought we'd put him in the middle.
I like that. No questions here. That seems safe.
Yes,
All right, let's put him there.
Love.
Thanks, Mom.
Yes, mother.
And you can see her motioning her hand, and wild druidic magic ropes around the chair, gingerly binding him with vines to the chair, essentially replicating your all's bindings that you had him bound to. Not harmfully, just securing him and leaving him the ability to kind of speak a little bit muffled, but and the ability to breathe and the ability to see. For all intents and purposes, Orin or Oberyn, whoever is in this chair, is effectively paralyzed. Can see and hear, but cannot speak. He's muffled.
This is great news.
And she
I was
rests...
worried that she wouldn't be able. I was worried that she wouldn't be able to use her magic, but it's good to know that she can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
She rests
Super glad
on his shoulder and says, there, my dear. We'll figure it all out soon, I promise. They're on their way. And she says, and what would everyone like to eat? I was thinking perhaps a hero's feast.
Echo will sit down
foods?
Here.
Oh.
I would love some stewed rabbit.
Oh, stewed rabbit.
Rumptious, darling. No. You know, Ambassador is gonna go with something kind of left field. He'd probably... Ambassador actually isn't initially from Rodinia. Like,
it's true.
He traveled out here on a dime. So he's gonna go with a fruit that kind of grew in the peaks of where he's gonna say Sunju fruit. It's something that's not usually, like, probably doesn't exist here. Might, but that's what he'll say, just to just to see how worldly she is.
Let's see. And what was the fruit that you said?
Sunju fruit.
Sunju fruit. Should I know what that is? Is that a real thing?
No, I made it up on the spot.
All right. Well, let's say, given the scenario here, 14 up. You got it.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
Ambassador actually like sparkles over. He's like, no way.
And so she.
I think I'd never be able to eat these again.
And the coolest thing happens. One of the shadow glass cracks in the sky breaks and chips, and a shard flips. And as it flips, you see somewhere else, and stuff is falling through that. And a bowl with this fruit stacks.
That's crazy.
And then, Echo, you see bowl after bowl after bowl of rabbit stew begin populating, being delivered by little rabbits from the forest, setting some wooden bowls gingerly. And all manner of food and drink begins to populate and propagate on this table. Vines produce grapes and melons. Little forest creatures bring stews that look suspiciously like the creatures that are bringing it. And it's a theme. And you've got some really great food here. And Bori would probably request some type of dish from his hometown. Probably like goulash or something. I don't know. Gorsh.
Nice party cup of borscht.
Of course, sir.
And let's see. That would be a pretty fairly low. It'd be an 8 up for that to happen. Oh yeah, that happens too. So you've got your favorite foods here. It is a huge bounty. It's a lot of food. And While she snapped her fingers to make it happen, the production of the food lasts around 10 minutes. And then once it's finally ready, she says, "Please, eat your fill. I want you all to have your strength, for ahead of you lies a monumentous task. Eridark is no fool. Eridark is perhaps more powerful than you know, and he is not to be trifled with lightly. But more pressing is Oberyn, my child."
This shit is definitely like enchanted, right? Something's going on with this food.
Dude, Goober's on the table. He's
Goober!
part-
He said, good soup.
Goober probably snatched up one of the chipmunks that was delivering it, and they're just like doing slow flips,
no.
turning blue inside Goober.
Oh, Goober.
And let's put, where is she? Let's get her back at her table. Roll me perception checks.
Can do.
12.
Oh, Jesus. Why does this always happen? Please, Echo. You're good at perception. You can't keep relying on me like this. 22.
No, I'm not. I have a +2. It's very average.
Wow. So, Echo, you're probably just focused on... This is the first family dinner that you've sat at that you can probably remember. That's probably what you'd be focused on. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, he would just be so, like, overjoyed, like, just enjoying everything.
Perfect. So... Oh, I believe our guests are on the way. I think... She just kind of looks around, and Amazal, as you're looking around, as she says that, you see this guy just hanging out in a tree.
Oh! Oh, what? Wow!
What
that
the
is
goddamn...
No, that's
Okay.
so good.
Okay, hold on.
Great.
Open image in a new tab. This buddy's going in a folder. He needs a home permanently. This is going in here as a fold.
Wow, so normal. I love how normal he looks.
Episode's gonna look over to Echo like, listen, I don't really go bird watching, but what is that?
Echo's got like his like cheeks are full of soup, like there's soup running down his face. He's like, "What?"
Good soup. Points.
Echo will look, and I would say he would probably be caught off guard a little bit. He'd be like, "Never seen one that looks like that." gonna be honest. That's new.
Yeah.
Who are we meeting here?
Oh. Well, we're having a family meeting, and we've had some developments, and she motions to poor Oberyn. And she looks at you, Echo. He's having a bit of an identity crisis, and, well, you seem to be part of the problem. Not accusatively, but just matter-of-factly.
Mm-hmm.
And she claps. So, I brought in some experts.
Oh! How fun!
You can see that these 4 owls with very unfortunate mouths begin panting like dogs.
Good.
Good. Good. Yeah, the first one of our friends comes around. Where'd he go? Where did our friend go?
Is this going to be eldritch horrors beyond our comprehension? I'm a little scared.
No,
Oh,
I mean,
so
only
horrors
like
beyond our
diet horrors, okay?
Okay,
Okay.
I'm here for that.
For some reason, the GM layer is a little harder to see than normal. It's kind of interesting. I don't know why. But you see a hunched form kind of craggling on a cane, yet floating, coming towards you from the south. Small
Neat.
size. And this is what they look
Oh,
like.
the little buddy!
He's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah. So this creature is hooded and carrying a small lantern. And what's interesting is that while you can clearly see this creature, their mask, it looks like it's blurry. No matter which angle you look at it, there's this blur to it that you just can't see its true details. But apart from that, you see them perfectly. And they, again, float/hobble towards the table.
Crazy.
Would Echo know anything about this creature, or is this like a fae that we've never seen before?
You can roll a lore roll, but I'm pretty confident you've never seen anything that's
Echo,
gonna come
that's
to this table.
that's you. That's you. I got
You never
nothing.
know. This is a history.
Look.
Yes.
Look with your special eyes.
No, it's a
Alright.
10.
You've got nothing.
Ambassador's not even
Yeah.
gonna try. Did not a clue.
So you can see this creature. It raises a shaking hand to Neotra, comes to her, whispers something, and then pulls out a book. With your perceptions 12 and 22, it's very evident this book is complete ash and probably not even legible. And with a dusty cloud of who knows what, they begin writing some notes, pacing slowly around Echo, hand over their mask, just stroking the jawline. Orin, which one is speaking now? And they kind of look at you. Echo, do you know? Who currently possesses his form?
Echo will look over at Orin/Oberon. Is he still even conscious yet?
Orin, with your 12 perception, you will see that Orin's eyes are open and they are bloodshot.
Great.
Understandable.
I'll lean over the table and look at Orin/Oberon and try and meet his eyes. Are they like green vibes? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on there?
With the 12, you'll see that they are green. And they look at you intently.
Yeah. I believe it's Oberon with us right now.
Echo, do you feel responsible for them?
Responsible for what? For Oberon being here?
Just writes down in his book. When did the symptoms begin? You, human wizard.
Uh-huh. When did they begin?
Yes.
I'm gonna look over at Echo. So, this is out of character really quickly. My understanding is that it's been present since early childbirth. There have been spots of... Yeah. My understanding, and my compatriot over there can tell you more details, but it seems that it has been on and off since early childbirth. Typically, lapses in lucidity can last anywhere from weeks to sometimes months, and it likely has something to do with tampering from another individual, like gestures at the clear seals on his body. My understanding is that has made it more difficult for them to share.
Writes more in their book, more. Very interesting. Oh, interesting. Fascinating. There's something missing. Taps the little pencil that they have on their mask, taps it on Oren's body. And something stolen? Something replaced? Questions? Answers? Chilling. Footsteps. And then just paces. And sits down and ruminates over their notes, kind of muttering and mumbling and talking to themselves. Oh, excuse me. I am known as the Lantern Thane.
Pleasure to meet you.
And it just does a little bow as it hovers and settles down in this chair and looks over at the food. Oh, pleasant providings here. And pulls the mask over a little bit and starts putting some of this food underneath their mask. Oh, Neotra, you've outdone yourself yet again. Oh, you throw wonderful reunions. And with that, Neotra says, I'm so happy that you've joined Lantern Thane. I know we'll get to the bottom of this paradox with my son. Now that I'm back, I'm expecting 2 more guests, and they will arrive shortly. And let's just see what they know or don't know. Oh, interesting. I cannot wait to meet them. It's been so long since, well, we've been together, and, well, it's good to have you back, Neotra. Goober goobies.
Heck yeah.
I like this little guy.
From you all on anything that's going on, or are you just waiting with bated breath to see who shows up next?
Echo might ask.
He's waiting.
Echo might ask the Lantern Thane. He might be like, "Are you a medical professional?" I don't know how to.
I'm something of a doctor myself.
What term would you use? What term would Echo use?
Are you a creature with medical inclination? Question mark.
God. This thing just does a slow pan to you in the mask and just takes its book, which is almost decrepit ash, and drops it on the table, and it does this massive poof, and ash just goes everywhere. And it just throws its hands up. What do you want from me, child?
I'm asking. I've never met you before. I'm just making small talk. I'm interested in your profession.
What's that behind your ear? And it starts floating fast close to you.
Go reel back a little bit. Caught off guard of it there.
And it's reaching for your head or reaching past your head.
Oh, no.
I don't like that.
And it do you stop it? It's grabbing something from behind you.
He'll jerk to the side a little bit, but I don't think I sense any malicious intent from this thing. Hopefully.
Don't. Roll me a perception check. Sight. Disadvantage.
This is not going to go well.
Not with that kind of attitude.
Oh, it's an 11.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So, for a split second, it looks like he picks something off of your shoulder. And you see something small, something purple. And as soon as they pick it, it ablates into nothing. And roll me a Constitution saving throw. This is not malicious. I'm just curious how Echo's body would feel.
Oh, good. Have we been bugged this whole time? Is that what's happening? 16.
Wow. So a 16, you feel a little bit better, a little less heavy, a little less weary. You feel like a weight has been removed from you, both proverbially and physically.
Ah, interesting. He'll just ask him point blank. He'll be like, "What was that?"
Fate, my dear. Fate and spiders. silk threads. They're all
Ah.
the same. And chaos binds them. And just pulls behind your ear like magic trick and has their charcoal book in the same state it was before it shattered back in their hands.
I think Echo would be like stupidly impressed. He'd be like, "Whoa, that's crazy."
Echo, buddy, no. No.
It looks at you and it says,
Oh, cool.
if one were to call me an apothecary, apothecary, I would possibly be an apothecary of the soul. And he sits down. And
That's
let me tell
pretty
you,
intense.
all of you at this table would qualify instantly to be my clients in a heartbeat.
He's a therapist.
That book there, did you write it yourself? Is it on your practice?
Every ember. Feel free to have a look.
That'd be...
And he just slides it to you. It just
He
makes like
knows
a
we
charcoal
can't read
stain
shit.
across the table.
Nice.
Make me a perception check. I will even give you advantage on this because you're so well read.
Let's go.
Imagine. Please get a nat 20.
That would be really cool. I'd like that. 19.
There is nothing in
Pretty
this
good.
book. This is a burnt book. The pages are fused. This is a joke. This has got to be a joke.
Okay, hold on. Ivazal's gonna like squint at it for a second, and then he's gonna cast Mending on like a quarter of an inch on the front page, like trying to just like wipe it off to see if there's like any discernible.
Go ahead.
I will cast Mending on this. Here is the description of Mending.
So roll me an Arcana.
Ooh, I like Arcanas. I can do that. In theory. 15. That's even worse than the last Arcana.
So you're mending, you can see it trying to soothe the pages back into existence, but the magic isn't strong enough. And you can see that the fiery embers actually kind of like reignite where you were trying to repair the damage, and just as quick as you're trying to unrepair, the book is returning back to its burnt state. And you even smell a little bit of burnt book, that forbidden smell of burning glue and paper as you try to fix it a little bit.
You know what? Amazon's just gonna like squint down it like, okay. Slides it on back and proceeds to just clean his area of the table. Echo, I hope you know what you're doing.
No. I feel great about this. He's got a mouthful of stew once again. He's like, what?
So, Echo and Anvizal, roll me perception checks one more time.
I can do that. 22, sucker. I still see everything.
My lord.
Okay.
Another 12. Very solid.
Consistent.
You know, you're still probably just beside yourself with this funny little dude, right?
He's so cute.
That you don't smell the fire. Anvizal, you were like, okay, I get it, you know, the book and everything, ooh, burning books, and you're like, that's not the smell of burning books anymore, that's the smell of burning flesh. And like, you're like, is this a barbecue? And you guys look up and you see this guy. Well, they're androgynous, but you see this person.
Oh, they're so suave.
He's so cool. I like the little suit.
And you can see that like the trees and the leaves that get close to their head of fire burn.
Honestly, this is gender goals right here.
This is who Smokey but the bear is warning us about.
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, your food isn't that hot, the food.
So true.
I can't believe we're back. We're here again, and I made it. And as they speak, their mouth pops and sparks with flame, like a crackling log, the mouth that belongs on this head and face of black and red fire speaks.
So
and
cool.
you get these sparks coming out. I heard that there was the case to end all cases. Where is my patient? I have seen everything, but boy, do we have a good one. If your letter is to be correct, Madame Ciotra. And they tip their flame and do what they spin their finger through the hair, and a little dust devil fire tornado spins off. Yeah.
Nice. Like I was staring at Neotriciodra this entire time, and she's somehow sent off these letters. Like, Evazal is not like that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
At least Dark is a known threat. Like,
Now we have a new threat.
the
Just
enemy we know versus the enemy we don't. Like, I don't know.
Nah, she's great. I trust her wholeheartedly. This message is supported by Echo.
This person looks around at the table, does a little walk around you all. Neotra, you keep excellent company. Interesting. Hello, everyone. How do you do?
Very well, sir. How do you do?
And this one bends down and grabs your hand. And his hand is hot. It's not burning you, but like their hand is hot.
Right.
Cassidy Black, at your service. Exorcist Supreme. You won't find a better one in these realms. Now,
okay.
Where is the demon possession? Because I don't sense any demons. I was told there would be demons to exorcise. Neotra, what am I missing? She just looks around. Well, I had to get you here. I thought that you'd be much more interested in this case. So, I admit I told you that this was easy money and very straightforward, but truly, I just wanted your attention. Perhaps this is not the best topic for open channels. And she just kind of gives them a wink. I see. A regular transaction. But oh, so deeper. And he lingers around Orin and just caresses. They caress his body with their fingers of flame. Interesting. Tell me, sweet prince. And he looks at you. He looks at Orin. When did you start hearing the other voice? Or Oberon is just like... He's gagged. He's looking at this guy.
Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
This is rough. This is not what Buddy wanted to wake up to after his freaking ex died. That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah. Sorry, Oberon.
He shoos Silver Lily away, who's squawks, basically please, I'm trying to work here. But is he cursed? Is he possessed? Is he fractured? Is he mentally torn asunder? How is he afflicted? This is a delicious tale to unravel. And, he paces, and he sits on the table here, and he just stares into
Twiddles
Oberon's eyes. Yeah, twiddles his legs. Tell me, my newfound friends. And he looks at you all. Which do you prefer?
Which
do you prefer?
He doesn't say anything else.
Oh yeah, that is not my prerogative. I'm just here to support my friend over there. Gestures at Echo. Though, if you have a history of exorcising malignant entities, I might have business for you later. I'd love to know what your trade is and how much your services cost. More on that later.
Oh.
You see a flamey arched eyebrow.
Oh. Oh.
What about you, oh humble Echo? Echo
Which
of
one
the
do you
wood.
prefer?
Echo will just like cast a sidelong glance at Oberyn, and he'll just like look back at the flame guy and be like, truth be told, I have a bit more inclination to the other one, but you know.
And as they say, which is which? As he looks
Huh.
at Orin, the case of a peculiar character. I simply must have his blood. And he just looks at
Nope, no blood. No blood here. No, thank you. Since he cannot consent verbally, I will not consent for him for that.
He's gonna roll a d20. 13. No. They muse. This is only caused in so many ways. Where is the wound? I must see the wound. I see no wound. I see bandages. I see thorns. Where is the wound?
Do you mean his arm that is missing?
And he just holds up the arm. This isn't it. This is not the wound. This is a wound. Where is the wound? Beings are born whole. And he looks at you, Echo. Was it you? And he looks at Neotra. Possibly your doing. Would have been pretty hard. Where was the wound? Fine, I'll find it myself. And he just starts rummaging through like Oberyn's like effects.
Hang on.
And he pulls his shirt up and he sees the scar.
Mm.
Was it that hard? The wound.
I've been very clear.
And he just puts his hand on Oberyn's stomach and he starts incanting an exorcism. Well, let's give it the old college try.
Can we time out for a second? Can we come back to this later?
As is Doctor Strange banishes like Orin's spirit really quickly before we even have Airy Dark. Like, I don't know.
Can we come back to this in a couple minutes?
Was I not called? It just. Yes, Echo.
I feel like we need to call a timeout. I feel like, we're all gathering, we're all kind of eating. Let's just enjoy the meal for a couple minutes,
You hear an agreeance rumble from somewhere in the bush.
Great, good. I was hoping that I would hear an agreeance from the bush.
And these mouth owls all start cackling.
Not like that.
Good. I was hoping they would do that. I'm so glad that they can laugh. I was really hoping they would.
Huh.
And you hear, with a deep and booming voice, Cassidy, we must not be so forward with our findings. After all, we must first always and foremost deal with manners in the flesh. That was always your weakness, old friend. You go straight for the heart. I start with all the other organs. And you see this guy roll out of the bushes.
I don't like him.
Amazol at this point is just kind of like daggers at Echo. Like, why'd you bring me here? Why am I here?
Echo like avoids his eyes. He's like,
Yeah.
You.
And this guy who is problematically looking, I don't know how else to describe him. He looks bad.
yeah, I can see that.
He's holding scalpels, and he's
Great.
excited about scalpels.
I'm like, oh, you look like an actual devil.
Roll me some perceptions on this guy. Let me see what you can see.
I hope I get another 12.
Okay.
Yeah, 17.
24!
24, let's go.
So, shark
That's what
bait.
Amazon does. Look at things. Yeah. Inquisitively.
Shark bait, I will say that with your 17, you can ascertain that this guy is probably the most excited of the three to be here based on his body posture and his toothy grin. And while you sense no maliciousness from his presence, you feel it in your soul in a way that is less than describable.
Good.
Anvisol, with your 24, you see signs of extensive self-modification and scarring from self-surgery all over his body.
Nice. I might hire this guy too.
A perfect analog would be the villain from the first Hellboy movie.
Yeah.
The Yule Nazi, him. This is what this guy is rocking right now.
That's, I mean, really cool and really alarming.
Echo will like scoot his chair closer to Oberyn and like put his arm like in front of him on the table, be like, okay,
this guy with his long ass arms and legs, he climbs over the table on all fours on a bee across the table towards Oberyn.
No.
Amazon's just like, right.
Echo again is like, his arm is in front of him and he's just gonna like look at him like,
Are you finally done eating your soup?
Yeah, I'm not feeling so hungry anymore. I think I'm full,
Fire
actually.
Guy, dude, he starts sputtering and smoking. He's like, and he just steps back. Careful now, Cassidy Black. No. And Cassidy Black. And
dang.
He looks at you, Anvisol. I see in you a fellow enthusiast of the sciences, Dartanius of the Noble Clove, at your service. And he does a little bow and like scoops up some cherry tomatoes off of the table and just fucking devours them.
Dartanius of the Noble Clove?
Clove.
That makes way more sense.
I love Dartanius, and I would prefer that he would back away.
Dartanius is this really sketchy looking one, right?
Yeah, Dartanius is this bad boy. Cassidy Black is the fire person with the fire head. So this is Cassidy Black. Cassidy Black.
I like Cassidy.
That's a cool name.
And then this is the Lantern Thane, who has just been quietly sitting and watching and not reacting to either of these two.
I work with these jokers all the time.
The key is to not react to their craziness and their murder.
I remember the first 14 times they tried to kill me. I even remember a few times that they did. Like, what?
Are you sick?
Perfect. Thank you. I am just trying to take as much notes as I can. Heck yeah.
You can see he pulls out a charcoal pencil and he catches the twine on the charcoal with his teeth and then pulls the charcoal bit through two of his razor sharp little shark teeth and you see this triangular charcoal point on this charcoal pen as he brings it in closer and he gingerly starts drawing circles and lines or open circles around joints, lines through arms, circles. He starts circling things. He starts Xing things. And he's tapping his head. And he looks at you,
like
Echo.
that. Stop.
I don't think that'll be necessary.
This is delicious. Delicious. And the food's good too, Neotra. Oh, do I love it when you call. And he looks at Goober and he's just like, I must have that creature. Is that creature for sale?
No.
We can negotiate.
Well, no.
We can negotiate terms. He's gonna slide him on back.
Protect Goober at all costs.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. If he's going to a good home, potentially.
Going to a good home, though. I think that's the question we have to ask.
If he's going to a good home, potentially, and I would want visitation rights and probably a favor.
We'd need to do a home visit and sign a few papers, but
and he perfect. You know, this is great. And he pulls out a set, a metal box that has hinges on it. He opens it, and both of the flaps snap open. Tension hinges with a really satisfying thud, and you see a row of scalpels of different sizes, and some of them have blood on them. And he takes one out that's dirty, and he's like, oh, I have a terrible habit of not cleaning my tools. But does that creature sanitize? May I? Human wizard.
Oh, for the Goober.
He looks at Goober, and he looks at Anvisol. And he smiles.
Surprisingly well. To my knowledge, they can't...
May I?
Yeah. You may.
He gingerly just dips the edge of his scalpel into Goober, and you can see, like, the blood just kind of, like...
Thistles. Yeah, it's really cool.
He blows on it.
Oh, yeah.
And he flips it, and the scalpel's gone. He just sleight of hands it. And he just, like, kind of sneaks in and slides behind Orin as he's got a measuring triangle out, and he's measuring him. And he's just mumbling to himself, and to Echo as well. 2 identities, braiding around a shattered soul, delectable. One wants to live, one wants to kill, one of them's not real. And he looks at you, Echo. No. You're a variable. A stressor. A trigger. Tasty. And he turns to Anvisol. Would you assist me with a small procedure?
Echo?
No procedures, please. Let's talk about this first.
It's magnificent.
Look.
Tremendous procedure. Tell me more about the procedure.
I would like to... I would like to touch his brain.
No. It's not happening.
If you get that one's explicit consent, or, you know, the one who you're going to be operating on, then by all means, I'd be happy to help.
The chair that Orin is in is shaking.
Anvisol, Echo, like, looks at Anvisol horrified. He's like...
All I'm saying is, I have a lot of experience with this, and if it's going to happen, you'd want someone who has a steady professional hand.
Okay, nobody's touching his brain. Let's relax. Let's relax here for a second.
I said my piece, only if you permit it, or, you know, the one who we're going to be operating on is...
We definitely should be asking
vibrating.
Him, yes.
You can take the gag out. He's awake now. And I imagine we're in a different space. So escape without consent is probably off of the table, I'd imagine, Neotra.
And as a DM, I'm a little lost. What are you talking about?
I thought she just walked us into another dimension really quick, because she walked us through some trees, and we're now at this crazy dining room table. So I'm like, I assume we're not in Kansas anymore, right, Neotra?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like Orin couldn't escape, or Oberon I don't think could escape if he wanted to. Is basically what we're
Sorry,
saying.
as a DM, I spaced. Neotra just pleasantly smiles and says, "We're very safe here. We are close to everything. Not too close, but not
That
too
is so
far."
much more concerning. He doesn't say that out loud, but he feels it. Well,
So, do you think we could let him talk?
Oh,
Echo, that's definitely your decision.
of course. You see, I just woke up. I just figured this is how you treated my son.
Nope. It's
No.
not typical. We had a slight hiccup in our last mission, and but this is not normal.
Roll me a perception check.
I thought this is how you treated my son.
I thought this
We've just been carrying him
Land.
across the lands in this duffel bag. Like, come on, boy.
Look!
11.
That's a pretty bad look. Oh, here, I'll roll perception as well.
Please
See,
roll
Ambisol.
perception, Amazol, please.
I can only pass so many of these. There we
Oh
go,
my
finally.
god.
So, you
Thank
don't
goodness.
really see what, but you see Master Burb cock an eye at you guys, and then go beep, 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 into Neotra's ear, and then look back at you guys. But you don't see much beyond that.
Great.
Traitor! No.
He's a narc. Get him.
He's a narc.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Because we can.
Neotra chimes in. It sounds like these are extenuating circumstances.
Yes.
We
You could
are
say that.
so far past extenuating, I don't even know where I'm at anymore. I came into this forest in full faith and trust of my friend. And I'm pretty sure I've had part of my soul taken, a duplicate of me made. I was in an area that I don't think existed. There's just been... It's been a lot. I now have another entity inside of me, I'm pretty sure. And I don't even have time to sort that out because my wedding's in less than a week.
Neotra says, I love weddings.
Aww.
That actually makes me really happy.
I would be more than happy to at least send a gift. If not attend in person if you would have me.
Oh.
That's really sweet. We'll talk about it after the formal. And do you mind if I invite a guest of my own?
DM's gonna use. Are you talking about at the table?
Yeah, I'm asking Neotra, do you mind if I invite a guest of my own?
She seems genuinely curious. Sure.
Nice! I'm gonna bring out Cortana. I put the little crystal down and wake her up.
Nice.
What would I roll for this?
Yep.
Oh my
I know.
god.
Yep, I know. I'm sorry. But
No, it's okay. Roll a persuasion. And
He's like, no, what the heck, dude? Stop! Stop doing this to me!
On behalf of Cortana, and a wisdom saving throw on behalf of Cortana.
Oh, Cortana! Persuasion's gonna
absolutely
be a 7.
not.
A wisdom saving throw is gonna be a natural 20!
Whoa!
So, can Amazol help to just buffer her in some way? I'm like, nah, I got that locked tight. Her persuasion is awful, terrible, but her wisdom save, as Anvizol's wisdom saves have been, is on lock.
This is interesting.
It's super cool.
Let me grab her token. I feel like bringing
Yay!
her.
Joins the party.
I love her. Oh, guess I can remove Nasaria from my NPC tracking sheet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yikes. Yikes.
You hate to see it.
I hate to see it.
Let me find where these guys ran off to. There you are. I found you. One day I'll make you a character.
Hmm.
Today is not the day.
What was her actual name, by the way? I'm very sorry that I forgot it.
No, it's okay.
gonna-
So she goes by Sarah. Cyril is her full name. And so we are presented with Cyril, who sputters and sparks at first, like glitches, like comes up for a split second and then like goes away. And then you're like, well, this doesn't really happen. You like tap the crystal that she's captured in, and then she pops back up and she looks around. Oh, hey, Annie. And turns around. Oh, Neotra. Hello. How are you? Welcome back. And she looks at Amazon like, welcome back, Neotra. Thanks. Thanks for telling me. We have a lot to catch up on. She doesn't miss a beat. Wow. Great to see the pact is still alive and well, hey? How you been? You look great for being dead. Doesn't look like you're dead anymore. And she just kind of...
Sarah.
Yeah?
You're fine. Come sit with me.
I'm fine. And she just kind of like picks up her crystal, walks over, and sits by you, and kind of does a, that like friendly like punch arm. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, Eva's already knows.
Oh my god.
Hear me out. Yeah, no, absolutely will.
What's on your
perception check
mind
is going to
as a
be-
player?
That's going to be a 9, but whenever you do the punch and arm, it's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh, great! I'm going to kill you later. What the heck?
So, number one, yes. Right? That is exactly the energy right now. She's not mad, but she's like, dude, thanks for the warning. This is the second time. First Mal, and now she's like, she rolled a natty, so she's handling it.
She's just over here like, who are you?
Stop it. With a 9 perception, Anvizal, you felt the punch, which at first was like, "Ha, that's funny," and then you remember that she picked up her own.
Holy
crystal.
crap! I just Whoa! Come here! These are fruit from my homeland. I've never seen them growing here. I don't know what kind of magic, but I want to share this with someone. Please.
She just double takes her own physicality.
Yeah.
And she looks up and down. She looks at you, and she does the eye roll and the blow, the exhale. Oh, I need a drink. And the table shuffles, and you see a drink just slides close to her, and she's like, "Yep, yeah." And she just drinks it.
Yep.
And she just lounges back in the chair.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that for her.
All here. What'd I miss?
Echo, would you like to enlighten the table as to what has brought us up until now, some of the recent turmoil, and what you know about your friend, about Oren's mental state and the situation thus far? Oberon, by all means, you can also elaborate, and I hope the lens I gave you was helpful in maintaining consciousness even when you were not present. How'd it work? I am morbidly curious. I know this might not be the best time.
Me too. I'm also curious.
He's like, yeah, it was great. I watched this other person murder my girlfriend in front of me without being able to do it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
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 Shame.
He kind of looks down at his gag and is pleading for someone to remove it.
Oh, I thought it was a magical.
Oh, Yikes! I thought no. I just did some like to like make it seem like it was. No, it's literally just a piece of cloth. But Anvizal feels really good that he bought into it.
100% thought it was a magical gag. All right, well.
Oh, that's funny. You have seen Anvizal cast Glyph of Warding before, though, and it does explode when you don't give the passcode. Stormcrows.
Stormcrows.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably not a terrible thing to.
So he able to speak now?
He can speak now.
Echo will like point to him and be like, "Can I just?"
Yeah.
Okay, he'll remove the gag.
Must I be bound? What is this freak show doing here? I am. Oh! He just like starts screaming.
Yeah.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah.
Anvizal's gonna conjure up some sort of Fey distilled wine or something and slide it on over.
Echo will help him drink, but I'm not unbinding him like his arms. Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah.
You mean his arm?
Yeah.
He just says,
Yeah.
You parade these. I don't even know what to call them. Doctors, freaks, scientists around me like I am a piece on display at a museum. There is nothing wrong with me. Orin killed Nasaria. And I am furious.
Echo will look at him and be like, Camaranth killed Nasaria. Let's be clear.
Ooh.
How do I know?
You were in there.
Were you able to see through the yeah, weren't you able to feel Camaranth's influence?
Roll me a perception.
Perception.
Remember some
14.
I'll do one too. I'm curious. I'm watching.
He looks unsurprised when you say that.
Oh. Amazon's realizing he could have just talked this entire time. Shame.
What are we doing here?
It was bad.
Well, as you can see, we have revived Neotra Ciota, and she has laid out this lovely feast for us.
Oh, I would love to eat. Anyone want to pass me a grape? That'd be freaking great.
Can Echo not pick up on the sarcasm and like be like, yeah, we got any grapes? Can we?
Sorry, that's the best thing ever.
Do we got grapes? I mean,
we got grapes.
You do now. You do now. Are you kidding?
Dude,
absolutely.
Freaking D'Artagnan was definitely hoarding the grapes.
Buddy.
You crazy boy.
Silver Lily is like going in for the grapes, but like D'Artagnan is just like making little like teeth marks at her, just absolutely messing with her.
Oh my god.
Tasty Molson.
Silver Lily.
Oh my god, not Silver Lily.
Honestly, he probably has, now that I think about it. Would not be surprised.
He's like, I'm bound at a dinner table. I've been unconscious for who knows how long. Yes, Camaranth did something, but I felt Orin killed Nasaria. Whether or not he was influenced by Camaranth's blood, who knows? Tell me how that makes it any better. She's gone.
Yes, I get that. And
Do you?
I get that.
Do you?
I get that you're grieving. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I assure you, I gave her a proper Fey burial. We just couldn't risk
Where's she buried?
you coming after her.
Where's she buried?
Ooh.
I can't tell you
Where's she buried,
that.
Echo? You can't tell me that? Why?
Because you're going to do something stupid.
I'm literally tied to a chair. Who's afraid of who? So, I
Echo will
assume I'm
just give
tied
him
to
the
a chair
side
for
eye.
good reason, outside of the fact that you're worried that I'm upset because the person that I love was murdered in front of my eyes by my own body that I wasn't in control of.
That's the majority of the reason why, actually.
Okay, so when can I go? When am I free to go? Are you my jailer, Echo? I thought you were supposed to be my
No,
protector.
relax. We're working on it. We're working things out.
And
I
what are we working
promise.
out? Who's asked me? Who is that? And he just like motions to this to this lady.
He motions to. I
Wait,
believe
what?
that's your. Oh, huh. Echo, that's on you. I'm not.
Echo is genuinely confused. He's like, "You don't know her?" Looks at Neotra very concerned, like, what's up? What's going on?"
Roll me.
Ooh.
This
Roll
is
me.
concerning.
Roll me a history check.
This is very concerning.
This is really interesting.
4.
Remember, Simba.
God.
Oh,
I don't know what to tell
buddy.
you. I mean, he was carved out of his own mother when he was a baby. He definitely should remember what she looks like. Got nothing for you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Echo will like motion to Neotra and be like, "Would you like to introduce yourself?"
It's me, my dear. Your darling mother. Welcome home, Oberyn. Please, be at ease. And they're gonna have a roll-off.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Let's see how she does. All right, so
Yo,
let's
Echo,
do.
we dug up the right grave, right?
She's just like some random fae. We're like,
She's some crazy Fae matron. Nice.
Wouldn't that be wild?
that would be wild.
Go dogs. Oh, buddy.
He's just. Yeah. I should have just trusted my gut. That's my mom. You revived her. You know, that was that thing
Yep.
that we talked about that I'm like, hey, maybe we should talk about this before we do it. And then you're like, no, it's cool. I know what's best for you and for Orin. You did it anyways. You know what? This is great. No, while my rights are on the table, probably literally, that guy has scalpels. That guy's head's on fire. So, what's planned next for me? And he looks at Echo. I can't wait to find out.
Look, hear me out. You were talking about wanting your own body separate from Orin. That is what we're working on right now.
Okay. That
to give you all
at
the
face
autonomy
value, that sounds
everyone.
okay. I'm afraid to ask more questions, but please continue.
Right. So the plan is we are going to get you a vessel and then separate you from Orin. Neotra said it was possible. That is the current plan. That is something you had expressed interest in before. So am I wrong? Do you not want that to happen?
Some details there, Echo.
That actually sounds not bad. That might be the most sensible thing I've heard in the last 24 hours of my consciousness. I can't speak for what else has been happening.
You want to share a little bit about the vessel?
So, who are we thinking? You got a vessel ready? Who do you have in mind?
We're thinking airy dark.
Okay, Weir is. I support you in your decision making.
Roll me an insight check.
Does he hate this?
You're about to find out.
My God, please, Echo, please roll above a 5.
His face is pretty emotionless, and he just looks at you for what feels like minutes as the table goes quiet. And Neotra kind of pipes up, "Honey, dear, you know there's not that many right now that are that strong." And he's like, "Yeah, you know what? Actually, the more I think about it, the more that this makes sense." And Echo, with your marvelous insight, you're like, "Okay, all right, Anvizal, you
He
know,
loves
it's
this
just."
idea.
No, he's yeah, poor guy.
I can't wait. I can't wait to not only have a body of flesh and blood, which, you know what? Props to Anvo, it's not a robot. Point taken. I can't wait to wake up every morning of my life and look in the pond at my reflection and see the guy that I hate most in this world. It's me!
Okay.
We would.
Who else would you recommend?
Me! That's who I led with. This is my body.
Well, that's not going to work.
Oh, that's fucking great. Can I go home? And he just like asks the table open-ended. Clearly, you don't care about me or what I want. It's only Orin. It's always been Orin. I get that. You know, my Echo's dead. Nasaria's dead now, and I don't even have the privilege of being told where she's buried. I can't even grieve. But you know what? Have him back.
Oberon,
No,
we will.
no. We're done. I'm going back in.
Okay, suit yourself. If you don't want to talk about it, then we don't have to
Orin
talk about it.
closes his eyes.
Oh.
Bye.
And the body goes slack.
Great. That's a good sign.
Sarah
Well-
pipes up. Well, that was something.
Oberon, everyone.
You ever wonder if he'll hold a grudge?
Yeah, no, to be fair, he's been through a really hard time, and if this wasn't such a delicate and complicated situation, I understand that he is really not. I mean, if I were in his shoes, I would be upset as well.
I think he's a little past upset.
Yeah.
His points were pretty pointy.
Yeah.
So how does that sit with you?
Well, I mean, I don't want to completely. Obviously he's very upset about everything that happened with Nasaria, and ideally that would never have happened. That was not within our plan. As far as the body goes, maybe there's some way we can make him more comfortable, but we will be separating them.
We will. Why is it that Oberon gets shafted into Aridark's body and not Orin?
Because this is the Orin I know. This is a selfish thing for Echo.
Is it the Orin you know? If it's the body that matters, then why are you being so cruel to Oberon?
Not just the body, but my memories.
Isn't that what you just said?
I mean, all my memories of Orin are Orin.
He has a point, though. To our knowledge, and from everything you've uncovered since traveling here, it is his body, by right, and by birth.
It's both of them. I know Orin's technically the skimming off the top. That was never supposed to happen, but it's both of them, to be clear. One of them is going to be shafted.
And Cassidy Black kind of chime in at the same time, where they both say the same three words, but the fourth word's different, however many words. If I could only examine, and at the same time, Cassidy says soul, and D'Artanius says brain.
That's cool.
So 5.
There you
The
have it.
first 5 words are the same, and then
Yep.
soul, brain, and they both just like look at each other like, which one's it gonna be? Like, and then Cassidy kind of goes on a tangent saying, it's the classic case of, is it a condition of a split soul or a split mind? And then he looks at the Lantern Thane, or both. Neotra.
We don't know yet.
Neotra chimes in. It's currently irrelevant when we don't have Dark. I want my son to be happy. I want him to not hold feelings against us. But at the same time, there are things set in motion. I feel that I have the power to make it right in due time with Oberyn. If we do proceed with Eridark as the vessel, I still think it's our best shot at everyone getting what they want, knowing that my dear Oberyn, in time, will come to understand. I fear more harm will occur if we do nothing. Echo, your happiness means more to me than you will ever know. If you need Orin, and if you prefer Orin, I need that too. But I love my son, and if both are my son, then I will love them both, and I will bring both of them up as best as I can. With the tools that I have, is parenting anything but that? And she just openly gestures.
Echo will like sigh, do a big sigh. He'll be like, I will ultimately want both of them to be happy either, even if I have a personal preference. But I mean, ultimately, I don't like what Oberyn has been through is horrifying. I won't try to deny that. And I want to make sure that he's as happy as possible.
Okay.
Would there be an opportunity to modify Eridark's body so that it more matches how Oberyn feels internally? Looks at Scalpel Man. Scalpel boy.
Dude, he's got an ear-to-ear grin.